sign, yeah, I get that. With dollar signs, let's see how far your bars gon' get. Don't do no features, less I know you got no price on this. I don't do no beatbox, leave your feet hot. That running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a to find a with some guap with your bro. Got no cap, we counted big bucks before I saw that TikTok. Your favorite rapper probably waiting on the next trend. I'd rather get it out the mud before you help me. That boy Mike DZ, he don't rock with me. They ain't no stopping me. I seen them pop up at the cut when fans start upping all my streams. I remember ain't nobody used to talk about my heat. I remember everything, I never throw away receipts. I don't do no beatbox, leave your feet hot. That running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a to find a with some guap. Oh, I see they catch a. Oh God. If you see Cap, just put the Billy on it. Got the city on it. I was riding in that Civic, homie, probably with a shorty. Now I never like to kick it. Everybody keep recording. Go by two things in my lifestyle: money and lose. Everything start getting better. You gon' see they ain't even cool with you. Bad tryna fool with them. Want nothing to do. Fake love tryna make amends just cause of that little bitty trend on TikToks. Leave your feet hot. That running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty, but she still gon' be a to find a with some guap. I go by dollar sign, yeah, I get that. Without them dollar signs, let's see how far your bars gon' get. Don't do no features, less I know you got no price on this. This double lamb ain't got OGs, just throw a beat and I'ma eat, look.
Back to my old ways, had to get out of my own way. Clock keep on ticking, it's okay. I'm running laps at my own pace. Took it back to the old days, I cannot slip, let it go away. Gotta trust in my own faith, I wanna know for my own sake. I gotta know, this ain't the same, ain't like before. I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know. Foot on the gas, I'm back on the road. Pack it up, we back out on the road. Had to run it back and here reload. Never took no handout on no loans. We ain't cut the same in the show. Can't lick if you ain't living by the code. That's just something that we don't.
Back to 2K23. In July, we held a 2K TV Tuesday event in the city, and I heard that there was some kind of challenge involved.
Always. Everybody's always coming for us. First off, the event was fire. The community showed up. They were repping that 2K TV gear. And right before Team 2K TV got out there to play, our top play of the year winner, No Sleep Uno and his squad, challenged us to a game of 3v3. It did not go so well for us. They're gonna like the segment, not so much us.
I'm excited to see. I'm gonna like it too. I already know it.
So take a look and stay tuned.
Well, Doris, in these early games, it's always interesting to see which teams get off to a solid start.
NBA, there always seems to be some surprises. You have those teams that come into the season heavily favored to get to an NBA championship, and maybe they hit some bumps in the road. Who knows, new personnel, new coach. But listen, how you start can surprise you, but it's how you finish that matters most.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Townsend Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Bryn Forbes, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
The line for your Hornets, Gordon Hayward. At the line for 2.
And that one misses. Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
He hits the second from the line.
What a package Gordon Hayward brings to the table. Size, athleticism, high IQ for the game of basketball. You can count on his decision-making at both ends. I just love his game.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince. Here's Forbes. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
And here is Williams. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Forbes. Tries again. Pass to Prince. And here's Russell. Hounded by Ball. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. And that one's good.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Here's Thompson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Forbes. Now Towns. He's guarded by Washington. The 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Washington passes to Thompson.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Thompson outside. With the teardrop. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Five to shoot. Here's Ball. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Prince. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Forbes, defended by Thompson. Forbes can't get it to go.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. The three from Russell. Kept alive by Minnesota. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Thompson, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Out to the wing. Back to Russell. Here's Forbes. Pass to Prince. Russell with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. The Hornets pull it in. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Forbes. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Towns. Fires for 3. Counted from distance.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Your Honeybee.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Ball finds Williams. Now Thompson. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen.
Now here's Thompson. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Fires from deep. On target from range. Thompson's got 5 now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Russell. Last game, 26 points for him. And he can't bank that one in. Washington up top, covered by Towns.
Guys, when the conversation is about the Charlotte Hornets, obviously there is a figure that looms large, and that's the majority owner, Michael Jordan, the man who has 6 NBA titles, the man who many consider the greatest player to ever play the game.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Since MJ took over as owner of the Hornets in 2010, he's tried to keep them competitive.
Unlike when MJ was a player in a huge market like Chicago, in a market like Charlotte, it's much smaller. It's a bigger challenge to attract marquee talent. But I would say this, they've got some exciting young talent on their roster. You begin with LaMelo Ball, certainly potential there to build on.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 10.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Down low. Can they get it? And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
First one falls for him. And Doris, with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 10. Good work there as it goes.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Prince. Towns with the ball. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Russell. Thompson pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Driving to the basket. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Washington outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Now here's Thompson. 12 points for him. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Russell against Thompson. The shot by Russell, no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And not many teams have as solid a piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. When you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition, to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing with.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Anderson comes in for Prince. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin, hounded by Rozier. Anderson with it. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And Minnesota has possession. The Hornets making their last shot. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump.
Consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Bryn Forbes out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Prince in at small forward. Here's Russell following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. Over to the left wing. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Towns. And too long on the shot. Charlotte has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala and Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Russell, that's good.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Up top, Thompson. Can't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Russell. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Russell's got 15.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, oh, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead.
Here's Thompson. The kick out to Williams. Shoots from the baseline. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Forbes. Here's Towns. Here's Prince. Guarded by Hayward. Here's Prince. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
It's never easy to keep Gobert off the glass. Soars over the defense for the putback jam.
Here's Hayward. Up top, Thompson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. The Timberwolves have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Forbes. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. And some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
That's it for your Honeybee.
And so it's Charlotte with it. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Back to Thompson. Forbes with the rebound.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
They get the rebound. Gobert passes to Russell. Here's Forbes. No good on the three.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Washington, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
It would seem to me with P.J. Washington, basketball was ingrained in his DNA. Why? Each of his parents, guys, played Division I basketball.
All right, Doris, how has it helped P.J. Washington growing up in a basketball family?
Well, I think if you have two college players, two high-level college players, it automatically means you've got two high-level coaches who can help develop your skills at a young age. But the other part of this, the mental aspect, such a huge advantage to have people who've been there and done that.
The Hornets with a lead. And here's Thompson for three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Pass to Forbes. Thompson with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Ball's going up the court. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Forbes. The Hornets making their last shot. Gobert passes to Russell. Back to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run. Hornets with the rebound. Hayward left side. Up top Ball. To the inside. Thompson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Thompson's got 29.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
I think the first thing that strikes you when you watch LaMelo Ball is the flair and the vision he has for passing the basketball. So much so, guys, consider the second youngest star to ever hit 700 career assists. The first, LeBron James.
The Hornets making a switch here. Richards is checked in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's been so impressive how quickly LaMelo Ball has adapted to NBA play, Doris.
Well, from the outset, BA, he has looked like he has belonged. This guy distinguished himself amongst his class of rookies. And consider now, it's really about refining point guard skills, continuing to be consistent as a perimeter shooter. Point guard position has a lot of responsibility.
Now here's McDaniels. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to McLaughlin. Shoots over Ball. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Towns against Ball. Oh, they need this! And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Plumlee's checked in for Washington. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Hornets with possession here. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Thompson outside. Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves shooting 35% in the second so far. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. And here's McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's McLaughlin. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Reed. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered by Oubre. Here's Reed. Outside McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Oubre. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
The Hornets making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. That one's no good. Tons of hype around the Melo Ball. The 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Here's McLaughlin from downtown. Forbes can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Thompson, no good. The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. McDaniels inside. He's covered by Oubre. McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Thompson. Out to Oubre. 3-pointer Rozier. Here's Plumlee. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Plumlee's got his first points of the game.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Thompson outside. Back to Rozier. Launches a 3. Forbes with the rebound. Forbes has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Reed. Launches it. And no good. Tried to get that one to fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Hornets out in front, delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
44.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Timberwolves shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. Ball is out there with MP. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Prince. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thompson with it. Hayward outside. Back to Thompson. Washington left side. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Forbes. Here's Brent. Washington against Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Bryn Forbes, 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line.
The first one falls.
Hornets. Thompson. 2 shots.